expressing my experiences to everybody at North Shore School District. My name is Bei Kun Hu, and I am a 9th grade freshman at North Creek High School. Both my elementary school and my middle school were also at North Shore School District. So, first of all, I'd like to say something that I truly appreciate about North Shore School District, which is its libraries. Since my elementary school, I've always loved going to the library. I've checked out many books, many series, and throughout my years, I've also completed many series such as the Harry Potter series, Wings of Fire, Percy Jackson, like the typical stuff elementary school student would read. Now, not just the libraries, but also the resources like textbooks, non-fiction books, history books, dictionaries that were also in the library and also provided to me by teachers. My teachers also provided us with many online resources as well, like math textbooks, subject resources, and we will also give in news resources. For example, CNN 10 and the Learning Network from New York Times. So one example of news would be, like some time ago I saw a news article about 6 million going toilet, 16 karat, stolen by 4 individuals. Now this is an example of a very, let's say, strange news, because I had no idea that something such as a golden toilet would ever exist. And what would it be used for? Was it a decoration, or would people actually use it as a toilet? It was, well, I was very interested by the article. Now, news are our windows to the outside world. Like a year before, I barely looked into any news, and like I barely knew what was going on. All I knew came from my friends who told me about stuff like about what goes on, and I didn't know half of what was going on outside of the city. So that's a major importance of news that was provided to us by the school district, which I am very thankful for. Now, in addition to a lot of resources in and outside the classroom, there's also a diversity of courses in my high and middle school. For example, in my middle school, I took video editing, which was very fun. My teacher was very nice, and I learned so much in that class. And even in high school, I looked through the course catalog, which had so many things that I wanted to take. But unfortunately, I only had 4 years. I wanted to take all of them. The district also went further by offering us various external learning opportunities. So basically what that means is you can take another class outside of school. Basically, it's not limited to 7 or 6 periods, which is amazing because that also gives us another experience to learn about different things. Now the school's commitments also extends further than just academics. I'm also grateful for the district's attention to the students' mental health. Like, I have a small thing. My student ID card last year, it had the National Suicide Hotline number on it, which, well, it suddenly appeared last year, and I was like, okay, that's just awesome. Because before all the cards behind them were blank, and now they had a phone number on there, a suicide hotline. And I'm sure like half of us may not, I don't think anybody remembers it, but to have this on a very important item, our student ID cards are very important. And to have also another important thing on it, so we will never lose it, we'll always remember it. I hope nobody ever needs to use it, but it's always a very important thing to know. Anyway. Also, not just suicide, because that's a bit of a heavy topic. Let's go back to a lighter topic. So last year I had a class, it's called Office TA. I worked in the office with the school staff. I did like delivering passes, checking out attendance, and running errands and stuff. And the attendance office is also filled with counselors. Counselors who help students, and well, all the students are assigned to a counselor based on their last name. And last year, I sat there doing homework when I had nothing to do, and I just saw a lot of students come in, find their counselors, and come out seeming very happy. Because when you are like going through something, you can always find your counselors, and they make it better for you, which made me very happy that our school system was very good. This support mechanism was very good when I observed that, and like I saw one student come in crying, and she left like she wasn't crying when she left. That's a very great improvement. Also addressing the crucial issue of bullying, this district's swift and effective response to reported incidents of bullying has also constantly made me feel very secure. My gratitude goes to the district for making this possible and creating a safe environment. The district also actively organizes events such as school dances, end of year events. Last year there was a giant party at the end of the year. It was very fun. I can still remember it. And dances and socials, they were all pretty fun. I didn't attend some because I didn't have time, but the ones I did attend were amazing. Also, once again, my appreciation to the district's attention to multicultural groups. During the school's family information night, my mom, who struggles with English, was provided with a translator, ensuring that she could navigate the school without difficulty. Once again, many thanks. While my overall experience has been positive, I do have a few suggestions for improvement. For example, technology problems. So a few months ago, there were instances where when I opened my school computer, there were like glitch patches on my screen, which I needed to close and reopen or click it a few times to make it disappear. Of course, it's not that big a problem, but I feel like there is something going on in there. Also, my friends have also, I went over to my friend's computer, I tried to use their cursor, but their touchpad didn't work, and so they had to resort to a touchscreen for the whole year. And I was like, you should have told somebody about it. And he was like, it's okay, I can still navigate it. Which, of course, is true, but still, I think that is a big blockage to his computer technology. It made it a bit harder for him to navigate his online resources. Now, there's a giant importance in our school computers. Our English teacher even asked us to constantly charge our computers because we would be using them very often. So please consider giving maybe regular checkups or like making checkups a bit more appealing to students to go to. Also, once again, many thanks for providing more choices of lunch, which I think was mentioned earlier by the parent speaker, which I will now revisit. Because we have 4 lines, which when I went to middle school, it was a very shocking experience. Because when I was in elementary, I would just walk there, they would give me food, I would go back to my classroom and eat. But going back to the cafeteria, there was like 4 whole lines filled with food, and I was like, oh my god, that's so much food. And those 4 lines all had different foods, which I loved all of them. Of course, some people, some of my friends also told me that they didn't like them, but there's also a special line which changes every day, which is amazing because, you know, you get new food every day. There's also a big amount of variety, like chow mein with orange chicken, fried rice with pot stickers, and so much other food. However, there's like one problem, which is, well, I don't see the problem, but like a lot of my friends tell me how they don't like school food, school lunch, because my whole table with where my friends sit, except for me and like this one of my other friends, they all bring school lunch. They all bring home lunch. And I eat school lunch, I have a tray, and I just ask them, like, why don't you eat school lunch? And they say they prefer to have home lunch because it just tastes better. Of course, for me, it just tastes the same, but I can see where they're coming from. I can see where they're coming from. So maybe I think we could add more variety within the staff, because some of the food is very cultural and belonging to a certain tradition. For example, like fried rice, if we have like people who are really professional at making fried rice, people who make it all the time, that would totally improve its quality. So maybe more variety in the kitchen staff. I don't know like what the current variety is at, but like more would be very good. I'm also very enthusiastic to recommend some dishes that we had out there because those were very delicious. Lastly, once again, many thanks to the district and our amazing teachers for providing us with many resources. They are always so patient with us, and I'm always able to ask them with help. I do not find communicating with teachers very hard. Some people tell me they find the teachers scary, but honestly, just talk to them. Our teachers are very nice. I'm also thankful to my friends for always supporting me, and also my thanks goes to all the families, you guys over here to listen to my experiences at North Shore School District. So as one, I hope we all take responsibility of our communities and our schools and make them even better. Thank you, everyone.
Thank you, Malcolm. Really thoughtful feedback. We appreciate it. Very thoughtful. So we are into the last 10 minutes.